This is the read aloud for spirit animals, the first Greencloak of section 10. It begins on page 44 with the words, "They met the others." Please make sure you have a pencil in hand and are annotating as you read. They met the others at the lightning tree, where Jinta removed the arrow from Tembo's leg, while Gentak and the others held him down. A knife heated by flame cleaned his wound. Afterward, the humans sat around the fire, retelling stories of the raid and the various mishaps and near disasters that had occurred. Though he claimed he would have survived anyway, to hear the others tell it, Gentak had only escaped because a log had fallen on a group of enemies who had him cornered. Uraza sat out of the ring of firelight, staring into the savannah night. She had lost her talisman. For the humans, this was a celebration, but for her, it was as if a part of herself had been torn away in the battle. She watched the moon drift up from the horizon. The conquerors would keep coming. She was sure of that. Though they had what they had come for, this reptile king would not stop until the whole continent was under his thumb. The whole world, perhaps. She had seen the marching lines of them all in the cage. There were just too many. Even a great beast couldn't kill them all by herself. Gentek says I'll be back in working order in a few weeks or so, Tembo said, using a crutch to limp out of the firelight and stand next to the leopard. That is good, Uraza answered. They both remained silent for several minutes, watching the flock of black herons winging across the night sky on their way to feed in the salt flats of the Kwangwani River delta. Thank you, Tembo said finally. I don't know why you did it, but you did. All I can give you now is my gratitude and the promise that we'll keep searching for it. Keep fighting. Uraza lowered her eyes. Human promises. From this one, maybe. That meant something. We got a message from our allies in Ura, he continued. When Uraza cast a curious glance in his direction, he nodded somberly. People say the young king Philandor of Stetriol has gone mad, and that he's aided by great beasts as well. These conquerors aren't just in Nilo. They're moving across all of Erdus, and we must fight back wherever we can. There's a shipment of conqueror siege weapons coming into Port Tentago next week. If we stop it, the city of Kalindi may be able to hold out through the wet season. Then you'll be headed there, I'll suppose, Uraza said, looking away from Tembo once more. Though she did not show it in front of the human, the news that some of her fellows were helping these plunderers deeply troubled her. She had not felt the presence of her neighbor Kovo recently. We're headed there, you mean, Tembo answered. I stole you, so you belong to me. We've been over this. I should just eat you now, you insolent boy, she rumbled. Tembo shrugged. What makes you think you could take me in a fight? Uraza placed a massive paw on the boy's chest, letting it sit there so that he could feel its weight, but Tembo just grinned back at her. You're nothing but a handful of kittens, Uraza said, sprawling out to sleep. Without me, you'll get yourself killed for sure. I don't think I can give Similia that satisfaction. Tembo smiled as he reached over and scratched the leopard behind the ears. Uraza's claws extended reflexively, but she had to admit it felt good. She should put a claw through his throat for presuming to do this, but somehow she found herself purring. He had helped her out of a difficult trap. He had been willing to sacrifice his own life for her amber leopard, even when she had turned a blind eye to his people. She could tolerate his impertinence, she supposed, just this one time.